Why, hello beautiful, Kendall Hailstone here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is about doing hard things even when I don't want to. And also it's about investing in my self-confidence. And I will explain in a minute why those two things are connected. But first, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, much appreciated. Click that subscribe button and away we go. Here, let's get into it. So, today's video I really didn't want to make, not because of the usual reason, because it's uncomfortable, which, you know, it is uncomfortable in a sense. The content isn't as uncomfortable as it has been in the past, you know, when I've been talking about, you know, I guess just deep feelings that I'm, you know, uncomfortable with. This is more so about, like I said, I'm investing in my self-confidence. And the way I'm actually choosing to go about doing that is through a training course online. I know, right? But in any case, I am letting go of the judgment that I'm holding against that, because I don't know, for some reason when I say that, like, oh, I'm learning to, you know, develop my self-confidence by taking a course. You know, all of a sudden, like, there's all this judgment that pops up into my head, and then I project that onto you, thinking that you're judging me. But anyways, that's just a side tangent. Not kind of related, but not directly related to this video. But in any case, I want to take you back to yesterday, and yesterday was just a day of divine timing. So in the morning, I went through my usual routine, getting up between 6 and 6:30, going to the gym, juicing celery, and doing some reading of a book that is, you know, investing in myself and growing myself, learning about something valuable that's going to be adding to me. And I'm actually rereading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. I freaking love that guy, even more so now, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So in the morning, I actually got an email from like Harv Eker, because I've subscribed to his stuff or whatever. So he sends me, you know, emails every so often, and there was a free web class that he was doing. So I scheduled a time to join the web class from 6 to 7:30 yesterday evening. And I did that in the morning, and so, you know, I had plenty of time to get some work done before then. And so I worked on some of my website, worked out a few kinks, called customer service at Bluehost, like I said, just figure some stuff out. I was working on some of my pages and got to a good stopping point. Then I was just like, my mind was racing basically like all morning, just because I feel like I have a lot of opportunities. I have a ton of opportunities, in fact, right now, you know, available to me. And now it's a matter of discernment of which opportunities to pursue, because I really just want to be like going all into something. I want to be putting my 100% efforts into something and just run with that. But I'm just having a lot of indecision and just not a lot of clarity as far as what that route would be, what the best route is for me to be pursuing. And I know just all this indecision, it leads to inaction, and that's the worst part of it all. And ultimately, you know, what you need to do is just choose something and then hit it running. And then if, you know, that's not a good option for you, you know, stop and choose a different direction, you know? You just don't stand still, because then nothing happens, you know? But I find myself getting caught in that trap of just inaction, indecision, and just kind of going nowhere. And so in any case, I was getting this intuitive message to go into nature, go on a hike, and that's like where I feel like I process things the most. And I look back at my life, and I can definitely see how I've done a lot of processing in the woods, just on my own, with my dog. And that just seems to be where I come up with a lot of answers. So I went on a hike yesterday to Van Buren Dunes, south of Grand Haven. And on the drive there, I was starting to become more aware of some of my insecurities. And that was just leading into, it just led into a whole slew of different things, just a barrage of thoughts, you know, and awareness kind of coming to me. And I was like, gosh, I mean, I actually made a video yesterday on Instagram, and it was just kind of all over the place. I was all over the place, but I was just feeling really uncomfortable about sharing the information. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna share this then. And so yesterday was like my emotionally uncomfortable video. But in any case, after this hike, I was just still feeling a lot of like self-doubt and You know, I think that I've definitely mentioned this in previous videos, more so in passing, that I've suffered with low self-confidence. And I feel like that I've held myself back in so many ways in so many areas in my life. And I'm just sick of it, you know? I'm just sick of it. I want to believe in myself. I want to be confident in what I'm doing, and then just go at it, you know, just go for it. And I mean, obviously everybody has self-doubts, worries, and fears, but what's the difference between those people that have those things, but they don't let those things stop them, and the other half of the people that do let those things stop them? You know, I've definitely been in that category of letting fears, doubts, and, you know, worry stop me from taking action, and that I just has been crippling for me for sure. And so I am trying, but I am taking action to change that. I'm taking action to grow myself, to address those things that I feel like are in dire need of being addressed, that I think it's going to take me to the next level, and that is what I desire. You know, I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to go to the next level, and I think that my self-confidence, just going inward and addressing my inner self, that is what's going to be allowing me to elevate to the next level. You know, because our outer world is a reflection of our inner world, so I'm hitting the inner world hard right now. And actually, I referenced this web class. So anyways, I got home and I was just feeling deadbeat tired. I just had a really emotional time in the woods. I ended up like crying and stuff like that, and it was a really great release, but I got home and I was just exhausted, and so I ended up taking a nap. I was planning only taking like an hour and a half nap, but I ended up waking up to my alarm, falling back asleep, and then my very good friend Michael Garnett ends up calling me at 5:57. I remember the time vividly, because I was like kind of in a little bit of a panic, because like my class was starting at 6, and you know, and I was really excited about it. It was actually, the class was titled "Don't Believe a Thought You Think," and that I'm so glad I actually, you know, my friend woke me up right before it started. I was able to get onto the web class just in time for it to start, because I didn't want to miss anything, because you know, it was specifically geared towards, you know, how it was marketed was, you know, for people who are experiencing self-doubt and have low self-confidence, and who want to build their self-confidence and eliminate self-doubt and worry, and you know, and so I was like, yes, I need that. Like, it was what I was dealing with in the moment, and it just was available right then and there, and it's like I said, just divine timing of yesterday was incredible. And so I ended up going through the class. I learned some really great things about my mind, about what its function is, about why it does what it does, you know, and how it can actually be, you know, holding a lot of us back, and you know, and why that is. And that web class, not only did I learn a lot, I was reminded of a lot, and I was able to just make a shift in my perception of the world and of myself too. And it was just, I was just loving it. And then I had an opportunity to actually sign up for another training course through this Harv Eker. I don't think I mentioned, maybe I mentioned, but anyways, the class of Don't Believe a Thought You Think was a web class by Harv Eker from that book that I'm reading, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, that one that I'm obsessed with. It was a web class of his, and so I loved it. He had another suite of programs available, and one of them was called Secrets of Inner Power, and it was specifically geared for, you know, developing self-confidence. You know, it was like a enlightened warrior training, so to speak. And I was like, yes, that is what I need. It's just like this intensive program to reprogram my mind to, you know, to step into my true self and stop believing my false self, you know, this my conditioned mind, my ego self, my personality, you know, to get outside of that and to tap into my true self, and to, you know, just have more self-confidence and eliminate self-doubt, and man, just take things to the next level. So anyways, oh wow, I feel like I'm going a mile a minute right now. So anyways, so the connection between investing in my self-confidence and doing the hard things even when I don't want to was that I had originally planned on just basically setting everything aside, you know, even like my website, you know, mushroom foraging, you know, just really diving deep and investing into the self-confidence program and just hitting it hard, getting it done, and you know, just applying all the things I learned and taking massive action, and then, you know, just making massive transformations inside. And then I was like, okay, so after I'm making these massive transformations inside, then I'll be more capable of doing the things I want to be doing. I'll be essentially unstoppable. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a great plan. But then what I was realizing was that I was just feeling way too comfortable, way too comfortable just focusing on this training. And I believe it's good to go 100% in whatever that you do. But like I said, it just felt way too comfortable for me. And so, I had in the back of my mind, there's a couple of things I wanted to share, about self-confidence and whatnot. And I was like, I don't want to focus on that right now because I just want to focus on this training. But then, in the back of my mind, I was like, well, that's the hard thing. The hard thing would be doing this video, while I'm wanting to just focus on this training. And so I was like, okay, I'll do this video about self-confidence and turned into, doing hard things even when I don't want to, because I actually do want to be doing these hard things because I know it's good for me. It's getting me out of my comfort zone. I'm growing literally by doing this. I'm getting to the habit of doing hard things, of doing the things that are challenging for me, and that I know is going to be super valuable for me achieving my goals, for me adding as much value to you as possible. That by me creating this habit, it's blessing my life. And so the title is a bit of a misnomer because I didn't want to do it, but deep down I do want to do it because what I really want is growth. But anyways, I feel like I'm just rambling now, but thank you so much for joining me today in this crazy ride of a video here. Thanks for sticking around. I hope this is valuable to you. I hope it's inspirational to you to be getting the help in the ways that you need it. Maybe it's not self-confidence, maybe it's in some other area. And maybe you haven't felt like you've been willing to really look at it and make those shifts and those changes just because of, I don't know what you're going through. But I'm hoping that this will encourage you to get the help that you need, to make those positive changes that are really going to be making massive transformations in your life and turning your life into your dream life. And because that's ultimately what I want. I want to elevate my life to the next level and to be creating more impact and creating more wealth and having more opportunities, being able to help more people and help the earth to a greater extent. And so in any case, get out of your comfort zone today. Go do those hard things. Face your fears, people. Face them. Face it. Face it. Face it. And it will be totally, totally worth it. So I love you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Farewell. Bye-bye.